it is always a good idea, before performing any repair, to remove the negative battery terminal to prevent any risk of shocks or any damage to the car's electronics. So just unplug it and you're safe and ready to work. Underneath the car there is a pivoting bolt that you have to loosen to make the alternator, to allow the alternator to pivot around it. To access this bolt you may have to remove, or to loosen the bolt, you may have to loosen the plastic covers underneath of the car. There are two bolts, one here and one here. After the plastic covers become loose, you will have the room you need to put in your spanner, like so. You will have the room to apply force to this bolt, which is usually very tight. So now, replacing the accessories drive belt. You see, there are two bolts that hold the alternator, because the alternator is doing the tensioning work. So you have to unscrew or release this lock bolt, this one here, and then you will untighten the tensioner bolt. After the bolt has been loosened, you can see you will be able to move the alternator, and the belt will become lax and loose, as you can see. So it is just a matter of pushing in the alternator, pushing it towards the top and making it pivot in this direction to be able to remove the belt.
Vês? Foi embora.
So, after starting up the engine, we realized that the noise is gone, so it has to be something that is pulled by this belt. You can hear slight grinding and vibration in this pulley. So this may be one of the sources of the noise we heard previously. This one makes actually almost no noise, so this one is good. See, this makes a slight noise, so this may also be a source of the noise we are looking for. Then we also have another component, which is the other pulley. That's the air conditioner clutch. This is running smooth, so I believe that that's not the source of the problem. The only pulley left is the big one there. I don't know if you can see this one. It's usually the lowest hanging one. That's the crankshaft, so it's connected to the inside of the engine, and that's what provides the power for all these accessories around it. So you don't need to move that, no point in moving it. So now I am removing the idler pulley, which is the one that's making the most noise. So now I am removing the center bolt. It's important to keep track of the order by which these plates are organized and the layout of the pulley, so that you can put everything back together in its correct order. In this case, we have a center bearing within the pulley. This is good because you can replace only the bearing and not the pulley. So you do the regular diagnostics by holding it with your finger and then making it run. I feel just a slight scrubbing noise, but nothing too bad. I am cleaning up the old grease from the mount. I'll be replacing this with new grease to see if we can fix the problem without having to replace the bearing. You don't need a lot of grease, don't overdo it, because this will be running near belts and the grease should be kept away from belts. But this mount had some grease on it, grease which was a little bit dirty. This may be the origin of the noise we were listening to before, given that there is no serious grinding or vibration when you run it in your finger. So I have put in the new grease and now I am reinserting the pulley. Note the order of the assembly. You have to put the parts in the same place where they were. And test if the grinding noise went away. Seems like there is an improvement. Go around each pulley where the belt meets the pulley and check that the belt is between the limits of the pulley and that the ridges on the belt are correctly aligned with the ridges on each of the pulleys. Now I am tensioning the belt. See, you tighten this long bolt. Grind your bolts on a brass brush and don't forget to use your eye protection. can see the difference between the bolts. Now, after you have applied tension to the belt and have tightened everything, it is now time to hold the pivot bolt on the alternator. This will lock the position of the tensioner in place. So no warning light on the battery, so that means that the alternator is correctly charging the battery, and that is good.